Two white men in a car.
The people who's done it, they've actually parked their car, they stopped their car, they got out to beat him even more. It was two white lads. And then I ran down, I shouted, understand? And then they went.
Nanu and his fellow Muslims say even though they maintain their faith, they are truly British and play a positive role, creating many of their own jobs. They fear the BNP is capitalising on recent anti-Muslim sentiment.
The reason they got in there is, I think they've changed the tactic a little bit. Now, if you look at many years back, when they were protesting or they spoke against the Jews and the black and the Asians, but now they've singled out just the Muslims.
The BNP's leadership insists that conservative Islam is incompatible with British society. It even accuses immigrants of sinister plots to sexually groom young white women.
Effectively, it involves young Muslim men, very often in their 20s, pretending to be 17, conning girls of 12 or 13 into thinking that they think that they're beautiful and very desirable and very grown up, and then involving them over a period of quite often just weeks in drink, drugs, then gang rape and prostitution.
Is this anecdotal, or is this actually, you've got proven cases where this has happened?
There's proven cases. Anecdotally, and without a shadow of a fact, it affects hundreds of girls every Friday night, Saturday night in places like Blackburn and Bradford and Oldham and Luton. It's an enormous problem.
Come to the anti-fascist protests. Stop the fascist rally.
Muslims and anti-BNP activists reject those claims.
Stop the fascist rally, thank you.
On the multicultural campus of the University of London, anti-BNP activists are trying to drum up support. Throwing eggs at Nick Griffin's photo replicates the moment when activists threw eggs at the real Nick Griffin as he went to make his speech accepting the EU seat. The BNP said the attack curbed their freedom of speech and the right to act as a legitimate party. But that doesn't wash here.
For Nick, excellent. Well, I hate the swine. He's a fascist bastard. I hate him because he's a fascist.
Donna is one of the organisers of Unite Against Fascism.
Whatever you want to say to Griffin?
The day the BNP won their 2 MEP seats, she was all over the news, criticising their victory and even their right to run.
I received death threats from Nazis to me, saying they know where I live and they want to come around and kill me. So this is the nature of the BNP. They call me a coon, a nigger, but they know where I live and that my life is going to change and I will not be speaking again very shortly, and I should watch out day and night for them to come for me.
There's no proof those threats came from the British National Party itself. They deny any knowledge or involvement.
Stop the British Nazi Party.
But that doesn't rule out what many fear, that the BNP's election victories will lead to more attacks like this one, when a 17-year-old ethnic Indian girl was hit in the face by what she believes were BNP supporters.
It happened in the area where Nick Griffin won his parliamentary election seat. So,
also, some of the BNP activities has directly threatened that they are going to hit Muslims. They made direct threat, and after that it happened. So there is a correlation about it.
Is that a Muslim girl?
Yeah, she is a Muslim girl.
Protest against the fascist rally, thank you.
Paul Jenkins is a Unite Against Fascism activist from northwest England.
Stop the fascist rally in Codner.
He fears the BNP's growing popularity could legitimise further attacks and racist extremism.
The BNP is a Nazi party. The BNP is a fascist organisation. The leader, Nick Griffin, has a conviction for denying the Nazi Holocaust happened.
In the BNP stronghold of Burnley, north of Manchester, Sharon Wilkinson is keen to show me some of the projects that have propelled her onto the local council.
Park up maybe anywhere around here, John. Well, all these bushes all around here, can you see all there? They're getting a little bit overgrown, and those on the side there are getting a little bit overgrown. So we've been in touch with the council, and they said, yeah, they're going to come round and cut some of the trees back.
It's an area of low incomes and council houses.
Hello, Linda.
Hello, Linda.
Oh, yeah.
Did she do a good job?
Oh, she does an excellent job, yeah.
Why is that?
Very.
Why is that?
She does plenty of... Anything we wanted to do, she does for us.
What are people's views of the BNP?
They seem to listen to what the people want. I think some people think they're racist, but I don't think they're racist. I think they have some good, strong points, you know. I think I've got a lot of immigrants coming in where they shouldn't be coming in, and they're taking money out of the country instead of spending the money in the country, and I think this is what the problem is. And I think it should be sorted out.
And I've grown up with this park.
Just up the road, Sharon wants to show me a memorial to the war dead she's had repaired.
People can see that we're active. You know, we'll get a phone call from someone. It can be anything, and we're there.
What is your position on immigration then, and some of those problems?
My position on immigration is that Britain is full. Enough is enough.
Britain goes to the polls early next year, with a fifth of British voters supporting at least aspects of the BNP platform. Parts of the UK are facing an entirely new political landscape.
The fact is that we've now got high elected office, so it further boosts our status as the political anti-heroes. We're the Sex Pistols of British politics, and we just got a number one.
Haven't I also heard that sort of stuff much closer to home? Evan Williams there in the renaissance of the British far right. Up next, the political storm raging around Barack Obama following this week's revelations of the CIA's advanced interrogation techniques, torture to you and me, on terror suspects.
You're talking about the law, and it's a strictly legal question of whether people violated the law and the way they went about the interrogations. So it shouldn't get bogged down in politics. Unfortunately, it will.
Plus the perils of sharing power in Zimbabwe.
For the sake of Zimbabweans, I am very prepared to swallow pride to save the Zimbabweans.
Is that what it's come down to?
That is what it's come down to.